Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Super Vidya Brothers. Of course, I am Austin.
And I am Travis.
And this is our, third podcast?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And we're here today. We're going to talk about Super Vidya soundtracks. I'm sorry. Lucy was licking my ankle.
So distracting.
Yeah. I was like, what do I do with this?
But yeah, we're going to be talking about music today.
Yeah, music.
Specifically video game soundtracks. Mm-hmm. Because, I mean, we're a gaming channel after all. And on a production set, a movie set, the old adage is audio is like half the movie. That's...
Yeah, I mean...
Or even more, because
totally
it's like 75% of the movie. Because imagine seeing all of this amazing stuff, but then there was no audio, or the voices were like...
It's like seeing The Big Bang Theory without the laugh track.
Stop.
Oh, no. You can't tell me to stop harping on Big Bang Theory. I will do that all day long. I do that in my sleep. I have dreams about that.
It's right. Subject matters.
Sheldon, Bazinga, Zimbabwe.
This is asinine. Anyway. Okay, so we've got some games kicking around in our brainy brains. The one that comes up time and time again. We talked about this beforehand. We had a failed attempt at recording.
Yeah, because I had my mic off.
It's okay. It's okay. But
always check the switch, Vidyarinos.
The most important video game soundtrack, I think, of the past 30 years is Legend of Zelda. Legend of Zelda, yeah.
Yeah.
Not only is it
amazing,
original and perfect for every installation, but it conveys a message with its musicality that of what it's the content within.
It's thematic.
It's thematic. Yeah, it has themes. And further on that, there are actual themes within the music. Like leitmotif is what the it's a classical music term that basically means like a theme present in the work.
Could you explain that a little bit more?
Like Beethoven, like the bum 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 bum. Okay. That's short long. Short, long, and then throughout that entire piece, that is evident, and it's in every instrument, it's in every part of the song. You don't really notice it, but it's something that is present and helps reinforce that message that that
so it's like
message.
Something once you see, you can't unsee.
Yeah, I challenge you. Listen to that Beethoven track, that fucking that Beethoven EP, and listen to it on vinyl.
Listen to that album he dropped,
and you'll hear short, long, all over. But my point is that same concept is present in Koji Kondo, which is the amazing composer behind Legend of Zelda. It's present throughout his entire career.
Yeah, Super Mario soundtrack, he's responsible for that. He's Legend of Zelda, like he's just like the Nintendo golden boy for soundtracks, and he's up there with Bear McCreary for me. Yeah, and I think we brought him up like
Hans Zimmer. Yeah, for people like it,
and Star Wars guy
Danny Elfman.
Yeah, Danny Elfman.
I mean, he has a degree of whimsy about him, but we're talking about video game music.
Yeah.
Let's not
go down that rabbit hole.
Some of my favorite Legend of Zelda tracks are Tal Mountains in the
Tal Heights
in Link's Awakening.
Oh
the Game Boy.
Definitely.
It's like it's something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
But the thing that sticks out to me the most is this cool refrain that's actually in the quote unquote piece that is totally it's Latin inspired. It's got that Latin theme.
Oh yeah, that breakdown.
Yeah, the bum 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 bum, and then it switches back into it cycles back into itself. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man.
Koji Kondo.
That was like an entire labor of love, that game, wasn't it?
I think
Like,
so.
Just it started out as just kind of like a kick around game that they were making just on the side.
Mm-hmm. It was the side bitch.
And they just made it on the side, and then they were like, okay, yeah, this is way too good. We can't release it. And one of the coolest thing about that game in my childhood is we bought the Super Game Boy. Mm-hmm. And like I plugged that in to the Super Game Boy because I was like, fuck yeah, I got a Super Game Boy. I'm going to play Link's Awakening.
Hell yeah, I'm going to play Link's Awakening.
And it showed up in color.
Yeah.
And that was so crazy cool. Mm-hmm. It's like, it wasn't a Game Boy Color cartridge, but it was in color. Mm-hmm. It was like...
That game, it just was a huge part of our childhood. We both played through it entirely as children, talked about it, loved it.
And Dr. Wright from SimCity was in it. Or Dr. Wright, I don't know what his name was.
We're getting on a tangent here.
Oh,
it's about soundtracks.
Yeah, but... Oh, God, I just love you, Link's Awakening.
And
I'm going to send you letters.
Some more Zelda tracks.
Wind Waker was really good with themes.
Yes. Very
jaunty, very... Yeah. What we associate with seafaring, like, chants or whatever.
I forget what this is, that triplet, but it's very... It's like an adventure thing, you know?
Yeah.
Like it's that drum trill, for lack of a better word. It comes up a lot, and it's in the Wind Waker heavily, and it's just an amazing soundtrack. It ties in perfectly with the game. Skyward Sword is the same way. You say what you will about the gameplay. It's not the best mechanics, Zelda.
But I had so much fun with the flying mechanics. I can't knock it too much.
Yeah. But that's because you're a sheep.
But to be fair, Koji Kondo worked with a lot of other people. Mm-hmm. You know, he had a staff around him.
We're sucking his dick right now, but he had a big staff that helped him out.
Yeah. Another one was from Shadow of Colossus. Mm. That was an amazing...
Not Koji Kondo.
Yeah, no, not Koji
Side
Kondo.
tangent.
Side tangent, yeah. But it was very, very thematic, very soulful, and I'd like to just point out that it really, the power of music is sometimes misunderstood. Well, maybe not misunderstood, but it really can put you into an emotional situation better than just pure visuals. Mm-hmm. You know, in fact, that can be the over. I don't know what you would call it.
Music is the language of the soul.
Yeah, exactly. Mm. Thank you.
No problem.
See, that's what's good with working with your brother, who's an audio engineer.
Austin and I are actually have both been musicians in our life.
Yeah.
Singers, playing instrumentalists, stuff like that.
Yeah.
I would say, just as another little side tangent, I had the opportunity of taking... It's along the same vein, putting you in a mindset.
Yeah.
And forgive me, I know I've told you this story before, but it's for everybody at home.
Yeah, gotcha.
I had the opportunity to take some music with me when I went to South America. And on that list, I put the 25th anniversary Legend of Zelda orchestration. Because I was like, you know what, that's cool.
Oh, yeah.
I could definitely listen to that. And came time, we were doing the Inca Trail, which I've mentioned in a previous podcast.
Yeah.
And it was very difficult, very, very trying, but I would put my earbuds in at the most difficult times and listen to that soundtrack, that Legend of Zelda, for the sense of adventure and the sense of, like, going on a quest, like just to pump myself up, you know, like get myself up that next ridge.
Yeah.
And it worked. It totally worked. And it was almost an otherworldly experience, having something so familiar with me that put me in that mindset in a place that was very inhospitable and very difficult to traverse.
Well, how'd that make you feel, like, just rising a crest, like, just with the Legend of Zelda theme flowing through you? And
I gotta tell you the truth. The last day of, like, rigorous climbing, it was called the Widow's Peak, and it's the highest point on the trail. It was the hardest day of hiking by far, and I crested the mountain, and I had one of the songs playing. I don't remember specifically which one, but I was just in tears, like not bawling like a baby, but like I definitely had. They were tears of joy because it was like, this is an experience that is amazing, and it was made better by the music. Yeah. So if Koji Kondo ever listens to this, thank you. You provided a great soundtrack. But yeah, end of tangent. Let's move on.
Another one that we didn't get around to on our last podcast was
our attempt.
Was Metal Gear Solid.
Yeah,
that had some pretty cool musical elements in it.
Yeah, definitely.
And but you know my feelings on Hideo Kojima. So
yeah.
I don't want to give too much in that direction. It's like gaming is an art form.
Yeah,
I'm not sure what he was even talking about.
Yeah, it is what it is.
Yeah,
the art games, the Firewatches, you know, like they'll stand out on their own accord, and he made himself look stupid when he said that. So yeah, but he's not a bad man because he's ignorant. Maybe your games ain't art, fucking asshole. Metal Gear Rex is also my surrogate adoptive father. Anyway. But yeah, great music in those. The Final Fantasy series.
Oh yeah, 6 and 7.
6, 7, 10.
I fell asleep listening to 7 actually last night.
Really?
It was like 2 hours long of original music.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
It was great.
Tactics, I think.
I mean, Tactics.
That game was so ahead of its time. And
he's one of the great video game composers.
Nobu. I don't know if he did all of the ones that we said, but he was a very famous composer that worked with Square and Square Enix.
Yeah.
I mean, that game took you on a journey. Like, it had people, like conversations between good characters would have happy music, conversations between two evil characters or an evil character and the protagonist would have like different music for both. And the music for the stages was varied. It all had, like, in the mountains they had flute trills and like flowing amazing beats. And like there's one I remember that was like that was a very it was like the action theme, you know, like you were fighting a baddie. Yeah. You fighting the bad guys.
That's a bad.
That's a real bad.
Better fight him.
But it was good. It was good. That's a great soundtrack. Final Fantasy VII is amazing.
Good to fall asleep to. Unless you get to the Midgar stages, and then it's all like steel work, like stuff. It's like, oh god, it's falling asleep in a steelworking factory.
I remember Final Fantasy IX. The fucking boss theme of Trance Kuja impressed me so much as a kid that I went and learned it on guitar.
Nice. Do you think you could still play it though?
Probably not. I could like figure out the melody and play the single notes, but I couldn't.
Yeah, that's the thing, Vidyarinos. If you don't use it, you lose it. So, well, kind of lose
With
it.
skills, yeah. You're better at riding a bike if you do it all the time, but you still remember how.
Yeah, exactly. Good point.
Thanks.
Good point.
What else? There's got to be a couple. Undertale. The Toby Fox
Yeah.
programmed the game himself, came up with the story, made some character sprites, and did all the music himself. Which is, I mean, first and foremost, is fucking incredible. That
What's
is
he-
such a labor of love.
Yeah.
But the music was outstanding. And like
Yeah.
creating a theme, creating a scene, it did it perfectly.
Did he have like a music background?
He fucked around in like digital audio workstations and stuff.
Oh, okay.
But I don't know.
Because that's just crazy to me to have programming, to have music.
I mean,
to
not
have-
to mention like he had to have knowledge of programming synths. He had
Yeah.
to have knowledge of mixing and mastering audio. He had to have knowledge of actually implementing that audio in his game. He had to have knowledge of how to program a game, how to artistically render these characters on the screen. Like he
Yeah.
was absolutely incredible.
Yeah.
Toby Fox is the fucking renaissance man of our generation, and when people shit all over his fucking awesome game, it makes me mad.
I don't know.
I haven't even
Undertale-
played. I feel that strongly. I haven't even played it yet. I watched the Game Grumps play it, and I've just been holding off to where we can play it on the show. And Austin, I've been purposefully keeping him in the dark, like being his little fucking
Oh yeah.
Nazi, like over his shoulder, like close that right now, because I want him to be blind. I don't want him to know anything going into Undertale when we play
That's
it.
fine with me. Well, I know there's like a.
Shh, you know nothing. You know nothing, Snow Crow.
There's like a W.D. Anderson guy or something. So I really don't know anything.
Louis Anderson. This is Undertale.
This is Undertale. I'm Austin.
we went on a lot of tangents today, and you know what? Let's close it by saying we are excited about music. We
Just
like
by
music.
saying Travis just rubbed his face heavily.
Yeah,
So sick of this.
it's
Not really.
we just went off on so many tangents. It's just like, I know this podcast has turned into something that we didn't intend it, but it's good. It's good content, and I feel like moving forward with our channel, stuff like this is good. You know.
Yeah. We're not gonna stop. So
Yeah.
prepare
Prepare
thyself.
but musically, I think a good musical note to end off is E.
And we forgot Tetris, of course. Like that.
Yeah, we forgot a lot.
Yeah.
But we're excited.
I left my notes in the other room. It's like we
No, you threw them away when we fucking ended.
because I thought we had it.
No, it was not in the can. It was not in the can.
Well, yeah, but then I rewrote them and I left the other notes in the other room.
But yeah, moving forward, we're both very excited to keep making content. We hope that you'll stick around with us and keep watching. I'm Travis,
I'm Austin.
and this was the Super Vidya Cast episode 3. If you like what you see, don't be afraid to let us know, and don't be afraid also to hit us up and let us know what you'd like to see in the future.
Yeah, and share it with your friends, please.
If I don't know, maybe not this one.
Especially this one.
Share it, you bitch.